Ano Chiki Briki Vidanke Boyos, Game Dev here. And today, we are going to make a response video to Ujames1978 Eternally. Oh god, you need a simpler name. This name is too long, bro. This name is too long. Okay, let's watch this shit. He is making a video about us. Insecure white boy syndrome to incel and hashtag MAGA. Now, as you can see here, shit title.
Before I begin, I just want to explain that one of the main reasons why I rarely make videos anymore is that YouTube's algorithm and general failure to notify people who are subscribed to a channel has reduced my view count to even more of a joke than it already was to begin with, meaning that it's simply no longer worth my time and effort to go to all of the trouble of making longer videos such as this. So if you would actually
that's
like
a lot
to hear
of
more
bullshit.
from me, then
Let's
clicking the note.
Let's skip it. Let's see. Okay, I think the video starts here.
Button links down as your underbar. Then that's certainly
more.
From race realists, anti-feminists, and anti-SJWs.
Hey, is it talking about me?
To fanatical Trump worshippers and Gamergate. From self-proclaimed rationalists and skeptics here on YouTube to.
I'm sure it's me. It's me, isn't it? Is it talking about me? YouTube. This harassment. Kick this guy out.
Shut up, Uncle. It's only harassment if it's done against women.
Oh, cook as always. Let's keep watching this trash.
Evangelical fundamentalist creationist Christians, and from the likes of Sam Harris, Jordan Peterson, and Sargon of Akkad, all the way down to the 13-year-old boys who worship them. What does every so-called movement
Why do they say guys like Jordan Peterson and Sargon of Akkad? Those two are fucking leftists. They don't even say like Stephen Molyneux or I don't know, American Krugan.
Composed almost entirely of resentful and grossly insecure self-righteous white boys concocting vast global conspiracy theories to explain why everyone else is obviously so jealous of and working to undermine their innate superiority, because why else would the world no longer revolve around them have in common?
Is he talking about Joes? I had seen some Joes around and this is how they think.
Come on, the answer's in the question! Because seriously, when you look at the massive overlap between these groups and individuals, both demographically and ideologically, no matter how many token supporters they parade around to create the illusion of diversity and convince both the rest of us and themselves that they're not big.
The rest of us? Like, you're definitely a guy. Either that or a reverse tranny. Is that offensive, YouTube? Okay, you're either a guy or a woman that turned herself into a guy, and they're definitely not fucking black. You don't sound black at all. Like, I know black guys, and black guys don't sound like that. You sound like a white guy that have a oh shit, if I say that, I'm definitely going to be kicked out. Okay, you sound like some white guy. Is that good, YouTube? Great.
It's honest. When you understand that whether they appeal to God or pseudoscience, their non-arguments and logical fallacies are always exact.
I don't like it! It's a logical fallacy! If I don't like something, it's a fallacy and pseudoscience! Oh, you don't even try to disprove it. Fuck you.
The same, and most of all, when you dig deep enough to understand the emotional drive behind their outrage and their campaigns, you understand that everything they say, and at the very least claim to believe, always boils down to why doesn't the world revolve around me anymore?
Every single politics can be summed up to that. Serious. Let me show you. This cunt here is literally complaining about video games.
They rewrote and redesigned the game and released it as Star Fox Adventures for the GameCube.
This woman is complaining about video games. They aren't ever real, and she's complaining about that in let me see what she's complaining about.
Tetra is a feisty and impressive. The trope robs women in peril from the opportunity of being the
Yeah, she's literally complaining that women aren't important in video games. Oh my god!
And today I want to talk to you about something that I am
this
so
one
excited
here
to be a part of.
Is complaining about sexism in the Marvel universe. Well, maybe she's not. I didn't watch this one, to be honest.
The idea that
And this guy here is complaining that there aren't black people in The Witcher, a game that you're supposed to be around medieval Poland. I don't think you would find a lot of black people in medieval Poland. Maybe like one Roman legionnaire that came from Egypt in the entire country. And they're pushing hard here. Well, even nowadays they don't have a lot of black people there because the Polish are racist as fuck. They have protests against immigration, but nobody wants to immigrate there. Well, now there's plenty of black people in Sweden, and oh, this graph don't have anything to do with it. It doesn't. It's just a random graph, not even important. Close this thing. Serious. These people are crybabies and cowards crybabies. The hypocrisy.
Because other people are quote-unquote taking over. In other words, existing independently of our petty whims and insecurities, no longer apologize.
Maybe with taking over they mean, I don't know, this shit here. Look at this. Not a takeover at all. Pfft, nothing to see here. Right, YouTube? Pfft, nothing. Pfft, nothing here. Pfft, nothing. Nada. Bosta nenhuma.
So, and demanding equality and respect, and that makes us feel uncomfortable.
Apparently privileges are equality nowadays. Yeah, words changes a lot.
When all is said and done, in fact, the far right, in inverted commas, has always been less of an ideology or a political position than it is a collective persecution complex. To quote the article linked down to Unnabar discussing Trump's strategy.
Persecution complex. Yeah, not like there is a group of people that pretty much accuse everyone of being racist against them. No, we don't have a group of people like that. At fucking hell. No, no such a thing. No. Never exist. Not like we have a group of people that accuse everything of racism. Every fucking trees. You know, not at all. Serious. Not such thing as. Oh god, this joke got old. No, serious. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Fuck you, man.
Of self-victimization and why it's playing so well with his base. When he, Trump, says that he's a victim, all of his billions of dollars melt away and the power of the presidency becomes irrelevant. What people see and hear is a white.
Well, if you want to use money as argument, a group is not oppressed. I could make an interesting one here. I would be taking down a second too. Oh shit. You don't need to see that. You don't need to see that.
White man who might have been sitting on his porch complaining about how he was cheated on something. There's an emotional logic to it that is much more powerful than any exploration of reality could produce, because, quote, if there are white people who imagine that they have no privilege in this world and struggle to achieve and maintain middle-class status, and he says, reverse discrimination, ooh, it goes right to their amygdala, what is commonly known as the reptilian.
Pro tip, you're a privileged Jew.
Part of the brain.
Remember, half the planet doesn't even have internet.
Indeed, as Lindsay Ellis points out in her recent video, also links down on the bar, discussing the quote-unquote ideology of the First Order in the new Star Wars trilogy, the ideology of fascism, in inverted commas, is essentially nothing but any threat or enemy, real or imagined, onto which angry and insecure white boys project their amorphous rage, with the key difference between the Nazis and the Italian fascists being that while the former were largely united in their fear, hatred, blame of, and thus
liberal woman, Hillary Obama cartels, the poor Mexican Muslim minorities, the liberal media, fake news, live science atheists. The so-called parental personal responsibility does have a lot to blame other than themselves. I have a question for you. How do I blame myself for, well, a woman, God, I could give multiple examples here, but how do I blame myself for 50% of the crime here? Or blame myself for all the, there is a Muslim here, but the 9/11 here, or about all the degeneracy here. Who do I blame for this shit? Yeah, I should blame myself, definitely. Our societal issues, yeah, my problem. I did them. I need to take a shower, bro. God.
Desire to eliminate Jews, communists and socialists from society, with the only bone of contention being how far they should go to achieve that honourable goal, Italian fascism was always eclectic, opportunistic and ultimately divided, with some fascists wanting to destroy the elites, while others wanted to re-establish absolute monarchy. In other words, in my humble opinion, the key reason why it's...
No, wait, what? How the fuck you go from destroying the elites to want monarchy? These people are remotely on the same page. I think I'm mistaking like fascists and I don't know, anarchists or some shit. God.
Despite of always being brutal, militaristic and oppressive, Italian fascism never went to the extremes of creating concentration camps, committing a Holocaust, or otherwise mimicking the most outrageous horrors of the Nazi regime, is that Italians as a whole could never settle or agree upon a single common foe. And this being the case, the more that I read about the rise of fascism almost 100 years ago now, the more I become convinced that the reason why no one can agree on what fascism actually was, let alone agree upon what it is at the moment in the 21st century.
Compare Hitler to Donald Trump. Okay, let me show you. Look at this shit.
Peace.
Okay, it's a bit long.
Young people across the Middle East are ready for...
Give me a... Would Hitler do this?
Officially recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Israel is a sovereign nation with the right, like every other sovereign nation, to determine its own capital. It was
oh my God!
States under President Trump.
Yeah. Let's be honest. You're just comparing Trump to the quotes. Worst man that ever existed. To try to take our morality from him. Man, Hitler wouldn't suck Israeli's cock.
Is that when you strip away all of the insecurity, resentment and hypocrisy to reveal the ideological core of fascism, you immediately discover that there isn't one beyond each individual's desire to destroy everything which they personally blame for making them feel resentful and insecure. On top of which, I'm equally struck by the fact that no different from the not-fascists honest of today, in spite of any token gestures which existed largely, if not solely, to dupe women into supporting them, just as the...
Oh. Let me check this. Okay, you can see the text here. The fascist ideal of womanhood existing as breeding mares versus the strawman of the liberal woman. This is not even a strawman. This whole literally it is woman before liberation, woman after liberation. Shit, it's this year is not even that bad. Let me show. This year. Is what woman liberation looks like. And after this dose of cancer, I'm adding this video here. I'm going to make a part 2 because I'm not finished with Ujames1978 Eternally. Yeah, not finished with you. And if I forgot something, fuck you.